Last week we took a dive into what the Solar Dragon was, as found in Spelljammer book Boo's Astral Menagerie. GameMasters here, and if the Solar Dragon ever had an opposite of sorts, the Lunar Dragon would be it. Generally being of neutral evil alignment, the Lunar Dragon does not take kind to other creatures getting close to its lair, even opting to destroy Spelljammer ships, and it is not all that uncommon to find spelljamming helms among the treasure in its lair. As the name indicates, the Lunar Dragon tends to make its lair deep within desolate moons, but tunneling directly into the rock, and if it discovers a natural cavern deep within that moon, all the better. A female Lunar Dragon will stock up on food prior to laying eggs, and will not leave her lair until those eggs hatch, and the young are able to fend for themselves. As with many other dragons, the Lunar Dragon's lair has regional effects, a telltale sign that something has taken up residence and the surrounding area gets warped due to the dragon's immense power and magic. A Lunar Dragon's lair can produce one or more of the following effects. Moon Devils. These are air elementals that take the form of a swirling vortex and will deal cold damage to would-be trespassers. They can form and will crisscross within 1 mile of the lair. Black Frost. A thick layer of frost covers everything, giving off a deceptive sheen and also kills off all basic forms of plant life. And that's assuming that the moon itself can harbor plant life to begin with. Black Frost can spread out as far as 6 miles of the Lunar Dragon's lair. Haunting Moan. This too can spread out as far as 6 miles from the lair and can either increase or decrease in volume as you grow closer. There are 4 types of Lunar Dragons provided in this book: Wormling, Young, Adult, and Ancient. While the overall stat blocks of the dragons will differ, strength, dexterity, that type of thing, each one is considered a tunneler. It can burrow through solid rock, and they are all of unusual nature in that they do not require air. They all have a bite attack, and their breath weapon is called Cold Breath, with creatures needing to make a Constitution save, else they take a varying degree of cold damage, which is going to be based on the age of the dragon itself. They all also have a bonus action of phase, which allows the Lunar Dragon to become partially incorporeal, providing to it resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. The young dragon gains a claw attack, and the adult dragon gains legendary resistance as well as a tail attack. The adult dragon also gains legendary actions, being able to add an additional tail attack, or it can use treacherous ice. This is a magical ice that covers the ground, causing it to become difficult terrain for everyone except for the dragon itself. Before we jump into the Ancient Lunar Dragon stats, I'd love to ask that if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps to spread these videos out to more eyes, and I thank you kindly for that. The Ancient Lunar Dragon has an armor class of 18 and an average of 297 hit points. It has a strength of 27, dexterity of 12, its constitution is 24, intelligence is 12, wisdom is 15, and its charisma is 17. It has a damage immunity to cold and has a challenge rating of 19. As with the younger versions, the Ancient Lunar Dragon is also a tunneler, has legendary resistance, and is of unusual nature that doesn't require air. It has a multi-attack in which it can make 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks, and it also has a tail attack. Its Cold Breath weapon belts out a cone of cold in which the target or targets must make a DC 21 Constitution save, else they will take 8d8 cold damage, and their speed is reduced to 0. They too have phase and can take 3 legendary actions. Like the adult version, the Ancient Lunar Dragon also has a tail attack and treacherous ice that it can perform under legendary action, but it can also perform a wing attack. Buffeting its wings, each creature within 15 feet must succeed a DC 21 dexterity check, otherwise they will take 1d8 plus 8 bludgeoning damage and will be knocked prone. Given a choice between the Lunar Dragon and the Solar Dragon, I think I'd rather take my chances with the Solar Dragon, mainly because of its alignment. I figure it won't be as aggressive and just as likely will let me live. If you'd like to check out the Solar Dragon, check out this video. What types of treasure would you expect to find in a Lunar Dragon's lair? Let me know in the comments below, and until next our paths cross, may the next moon you visit not contain a Lunar Dragon.